So, you know what's worse? A weird way to start it. I wanted to pull you guys here for a minute and talk to you face to face. Or face the camera, however it's gonna end up. So I wanted to talk to you guys about my week and how a little bit of things has been going, and the good and the bad. Let's start off with the PC build. Some of you guys are following my social medias, and the ones who did probably seen I put this photo up showing everything from my brand new computer. Here's where things take a bad turn. So I will say this right now, Micro Center, worst place to be at in this crisis, okay? The reason why I say it's the worst place to be at, because you have to sit in the car for 2 hours and hope for the best. You're sitting here going, I pray to you. It's not worth it. Guys, this is a health drink. It's not actually Powerade either. So as Friday occurred, Brittany got home for a little bit, and we wanted to go hang out and spend some time together and kind of just have a day for us, but unfortunately work still comes first. So what I ended up doing was we went to Micro Center. We went to Micro Center parking lot. Didn't really get there at Micro Center until 2 hours later. This is what happened. They are doing this weird check-in process that I totally understand. I get why they have to do it. This is what I don't like. There was nothing on the website at the time. What I looked at said nothing about checking in line, doing a scan in, check in, nothing like that. So we ended up getting there. I walked up to the door. They're like, hey, only letting so many people in at a time. You have to scan this QR code and put a place in. Did that. I was 270 people in line. Now, grant you, when I did get there, as soon as I put in my place, I started seeing numbers go down. So I was like, yes, I'm gonna get in. I'm gonna get in. An hour goes past. I'm in the car trying to ask myself, is it worth it? Is YouTube worth it? It totally is. You should start a YouTube channel. So, as me being the heroic man I am, I waited and waited and waited. So, all my time sitting there waiting, I finally got in. So I get in the store, I immediately grab the Nerd. Nerd is not offensive. I am proud to be a nerd, and that's it. Okay, let's move on. So I grabbed one of the Nerd guys, and I asked him some basic questions, seeing if he knew a little bit about PCs. He's like, I've been building PCs all my life, gaming PCs, you name it, I've done it. I'm like, perfect. So I told him I wanted a $700 to $800 build. Don't do that. If you do that, they're going to try to sit there and give you something that's not worth your time. I say that because he knew what he was doing, and I will give it to Micro Center. They do not push you to buy the expensive stuff. If you tell them, guys, I only have a $700 to $800 budget range I need to keep it at, they did a good job at keeping me there, but wouldn't mention the little things of $20 more, and you can go above and beyond. So here I am wanting to be Buzz Lightyear, for crying out loud, to infinity, but no. So in the photo right about here, where you can see all the arrows at, I sat there and got a graphics card that wasn't good enough. I'm going to be doing streaming on Facebook a lot more, and it's because some of the YouTube problems that have been going on. There's a bunch of YouTube stuff going on right now that's kind of hard to get into, but pretty much is I'm going to be doing more streaming on Facebook, and then I'm going to be posting the same on YouTube. But here's where some flaws happened. My computer was pretty much dying on me. It couldn't even load Minecraft anymore. So I had to get something that would work. So I went out and bought my computer and bought everything to it. And so the graphics card, if I wanted to be able to not upgrade my computer in like a few months, I needed to get something better. I needed to get this baby right here. So here's the issue I had when they showed me this. They sat there and stated that it was $500. That's not $500. And I know what you guys are thinking, maybe I got this on sale. I did not get it on sale. I paid the $339 for this. It's worth to go $200 more for something that you're not gonna have to upgrade in literally a few months. So, got this. Here's where some more problems happen. I didn't need it. As you see here, I bought the Elgato 4K60 Pro. Now, I bought this knowing that it was over the budget on purpose. I wanted to give him pretty much the price range for the PC itself without adding on additional things I wanted. So I told him at the end, okay, let's go ahead and pick up an Elgato 4K60 Pro. and let's go ahead and add it to the cart. He's like, are you sure? It's gonna raise it up to about $1,000 and things like that. Wait, you know what? Yes, because I need this. He didn't tell me an important factor, and I'm gonna make sure you guys know so you don't make the same mistakes. You see that notation right there? That's a big problem. So, as you guys might see in the photo, that I bought the 5-core crap. So, I need to get this baby right here. This was about $300 something, but I had to go through a lot of hoops, jump through to get it lowered down to $260. I'll explain that in a minute. But this would not work without this. So me and my brother went back to Micro Center, and I will explain the case real quick. I wanted to change out for something that made more sense. It gets hot in my apartment. Moving on. I realized throwing them on the floor, every PC builder is going to cringe. Jordan, it sounds like there's stuff in there. There is. What is it? I don't know because the computer's built. It's not important. Moving on. So we went back shopping and we got there bright and early as soon as Micro Center opened up. That is the best time to go. So we went in there, we got what we needed, we got out, and here's the only problem. We got the case switched out, we got a few things he wanted to get, but they had this and not this. So I had to go out and get this as a separate store. That wouldn't have been a big problem, except they did not have this at Micro Center. You have to go to Best Buy. Here's where life takes a new journey. So it would have been all good if I just got it at Best Buy. I would have been able to just go in, get it, and get out. Best Buy has a new thing right now. Best Buy only does curbside pickups or deliveries. Now what you're saying, Jordan, you can just order online and get a pickup. The problem is it was only $264 at Micro Center, and it was $328 at Best Buy. Price compare. Best Buy and Micro Center do a lot of price compare stuff if you have physical proof, or you can show them, they can go on the websites, everything else. So I wanted to get it for a cheaper price. I did this to myself, but I saved $70, and I feel like for smaller streamers and YouTubers like me, it makes sense to literally do everything you can to save money. We get outside to Best Buy, they tell us curbside pickup. We go ahead, we get to the car, we call the number for price comparing all this. The first guy was great. I thank you so much, Omar. I think it's Omar. Shout out to you, Omar. He was great help. He tried to do everything he could. He had to send me to a level 2 representative. That was over an hour and 20-minute wait. Didn't want to do that, but I told him, go ahead, put me on that hold. I'll relax. Here I am, like goose fobbling, like, oh. Me and Patrick thought, why not let's go ahead and talk to the online tech support that you can text with online. We get on the text. There's this other lovely man wanted to hurry up and get off the conversation as quick as possible. He sat there, messaged, hey, this is Lee. Maybe he wasn't important enough like Omar. Shout out to you, Omar. He's over here like, hey, my name is Lee. Nice to meet you. What can I help you with today? Hey, are you still there? Hey, do you still need my help? Question mark. Dude, I couldn't even take a second to breathe, and you're already asking me if I'm done. God, at least 6 seconds. Sorry for that joke. I have to be humorous. So we sat there and was talking to him. We gave him all the information he needed. He sat there and didn't say he couldn't do it for the price. This was the excuse he used. Mr. Lee said he can't do it because you can only buy one per customer. What? Apparently I was trying to buy multiple, but I only wanted one, and that's literally all I wanted. So we messaged back saying, why is that the reason? I want one. They messaged back, well, to price compare, it has to be the same color, the same make, same model, same everything, same number on it. Everything was the same. So it comes back to, why having one is that big of an issue? He's like, well, because Best Buy, you only do one per household, where Micro Center, you can do multiple, so it's not the same. Literally, before I could reply, a beautiful Indian woman that I can't remember her name, I'm so sorry, picked up the phone. We kept cutting in and out together, but you know what? It was a special time, me and her, and my brother. I guess I had a three-way with my brother. So we sat there, we talked to her, make sure everything was smooth in the bedroom. More like in the Impala. What happens in the car stays in the car. That's it. So immediately she's just like, okay, yeah, let me look. She looks up the number. Guess what? She finds it and goes, let's override that for you. I'm like, a 5-minute phone call just saved me so much time and hassle. And she's like, I'm so sorry for the inconvenience and all that. Literally, they put in the order for me within 5 minutes, not even 5 minutes, 3 minutes. They walked in, seen one, okay, grabbed it off the shelf, scanned it, and then threw it in the car. It's like, man, it's good to go. So literally, best experience if you're not price matching versus Micro Center. That is a terrible place to be. I love the store, terrible place to be. Finally get home to put the computer together. We haven't even got to the fun stuff yet. So as you guys can see, we sit there and we put everything out on to the table. We try to sit there and give some decent shots and B-rolls of putting it together. I really wanted to film it because it was my first computer I've ever built. And that's one thing Patrick said that he wished that he would have done. So I wanted to make sure to take the time and film it. Plus it was brother bonding, like I don't get to see him as much. So we sat there and we filmed it. It took about 3 hours, and then cable management and everything else like that. I've learned a lot of really unique things, guys. I would really recommend you, if you have the time, and it's mostly the time, you're gonna pay over $1,000 for a gaming PC, build your own. It saves you so much money. It really does. Because getting something that might have a decent Intel processor is not worth them. Well, maybe this happens. You're paying for the name when you're buying a pre-built gaming PC. Build your own, you can save money, and you learn something new, and you can be proud of what you make. Now, as you can see right here, I didn't really put any RGBs in there, but my idea was it's a work computer. I will put RGBs in it later, so it's not that pretty of a sight right now, but it will be in the future once I get the RGB fans and everything else in there. So that's pretty much the computer, and I've tested it out so far. I'm going to be doing a stream on Sundays and Saturdays. One of those days I will be doing streaming on Facebook. I got RGB lighting. So yeah, I have lighting that I'm probably going to do a lot more with streams with, but that's pretty much it. If you haven't followed me on YouTube, follow me on Facebook, and you'll probably see mixing different contents. I'm more socialized on Facebook because it's a socialized platform, and I'm going to go and cook some chicken because this boy's hungry. And don't worry, we're going to talk about this a whole new day. Today's not the day. Let's just say there's a reason I have 5 fans in my computer. Guys, don't you got PewDiePie to watch? Go watch him. Leave. Bye.